Hello and welcome to Pragmatic Tracker. When you first log in here, you'll come to the client list page. And the client list page is where your clients will gradually start accumulating as you enter more and more clients. Over here on the left hand side is some summary information about the number of clients you've got in treatment, the number of days waiting, etc. And then up here on the top left, this is the link that brings you back to this page. This is where you can go to alter your password if you wish to do so, and simply save. And whatever page you're on at any point in Pragmatic Tracker, as well as all of the help information that you'll find at any point where you're entering any data or information, on every single page you'll find if you click on the help button that it'll bring you to the relevant help for that particular page. So as you can see here, you've got information about the client list. As you scroll down through this, you've got a description, but then equally well, if you want to watch a video about the client list page, you can just simply click on this link and it will take you to the video page as you see here. And then you can watch a video that will explain in detail about that page you're on. So returning now to Tracker, we'll just see how you go about adding a new client. So you simply click on the Add New Client, and this brings you to the client profile page, where you can accept the pseudonym that's offered, or you can alter it to something more meaningful for you, whatever you might want to call it. Now you'll get a little message pop up that alerts you to the fact that in order to protect client confidentiality, you don't want the client's name in here. So that's just to remind you about that. And then you can carry on down to gather the profile data for this particular client, the referral date, etc., living arrangements, whether there's any dependent children, employment status, ethnicity, all of these sort of features that are useful but not mandatory, but helpful to profile the case. If the client is taking antidepressants and you don't yet know what the name is, you can just simply put a couple of question marks there and return at a later point to capture more information. Here you've got a notes section to capture whatever you wish to do about the client. As you scroll on down then, you'll come to the measures selection section, and here you can decide which measures you're going to use with the client and which measure is going to be your primary measure. Now the purpose of the primary measure is the measure that's going to be reported on your client list page and your summary information. You can of course come back and alter that at any point as you go along. So then we click create, and now we've got a session list page for this particular client, DU1, and we're ready to add the first session. So we click on Add Session, and this brings us to the appointment setup page. The appointment setup, the first appointment will always be an assessment because it's the first appointment. The date defaults to what it is at the moment, St. Patrick's Day, and the measures are the measures that we chose in the profile that was set up originally, and we simply go to create. And this will create then the appointment. So now we're on the session record page here, and if we scroll down, the measures that we've chosen to use are here, and we've got access to open the client questionnaire here directly with the client. So if, for example, the client's in the room with us and we want them to fill out the questionnaire, we can click on that button and then the questions will present one at a time. Alternatively, if we wish to add in all of the answers from the questions from a paper measure, we can do so here. And the final way we can capture the score is by simply adding up all the scores as long as all the questions have been answered, and enter a total score into this box here. So let's just make up some information for now. And then the appointment was attended, and let's click close. So now we can see we've captured that first session here, and we can go and have a look around now at the chart section to see the scores on the chart. We can look at the measures individually to see where they are in terms of their cutoffs, and we've got some summary information over here on the left. Now, as you go through the program, you'll always find the help available to explain anywhere you're at any particular point in time, and the program you'll find very easy to become more familiar with as time progresses. So best of luck with getting started, and I hope you find this training material useful. Thank you very much.